Hello, I'm Morgan. This is the 1000 Scenes Project, and improviser number 40 of 1000 is Jon Bander. Hello, John.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. Thanks for doing this.
My total pleasure.
We'll see about that. The randomly generated suggestion is interpretation.
Um, so I, you know, I liked it. I don't
Oh,
know.
good. Okay. Well, I'm glad you liked it at least.
y- Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, it's not my kind of movie, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's cool. I'm not the kind of person who feels like we need to agree necessarily on like what a movie
Yeah, that's not like
is.
a. It's not like a judgment on our that we couldn't have a good relationship or something.
Yeah, no, no,
Yeah.
I totally agree. In fact, I think it's better if we're compliments in a lot of ways. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Like I'm like more of a kind of a snooty, like critical guy, I guess, and you're just more like we'll watch anything type. That's it's a good contrast.
Yeah, yeah. Like I knew what we were going into, so it's sort of like I'm gonna try and look for the good part of this movie.
Oh,
So,
you'd heard that it was shitty already, or
well, I mean, it's called The Expendables, so I figured, there were going to be, people dying and a lot of action lines and stuff,
yeah,
and it
well
was
there
fun.
were people dying, and there was a lot of action. It's just when you get a title like The Expendables, it's like that to me that signals that it's going to say something I don't know, interesting about the human condition. I mean, we're all expendable, aren't we? Like any system of power is willing to use individuals to further its gains. And I thought they could have brought that out a little bit more.
Oh, oh wow,
But as you say, I mean, it was a piece of shit. But I'm glad that you liked it.
Yeah, I like I like that sometimes. I mean, I didn't really think in that deep a level.
Yeah, well, that's you. I
Um,
mean, that's clearly, like you said, we're a good contrast. Like you don't really think about things. You're more just sort of experiencing the surface level of things, and I'm more like really thinking hard about things and using my big old intellect to just sort of it's kind of torture sometimes. It's like gotta think about the meaning of everything and like have like smart thoughts and stuff.
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I envy you. I envy you, and you're like people like you. I really
oh,
do.
that's sweet.
Oh, thanks.
I guess I float. I'm very
That's a good
surface
way of putting it. You
oriented.
float around. It's like
Yeah,
you're,
I don't, where it's like when you sink, it's like you get down, and I like to be able to move around. I like to
yeah.
float.
Yeah, that's good.
Water.
It's like a symbiotic relationship. It's like a parasitic relationship, like where some of
I,
us go through the world just like doing all the intellectual heavy lifting, and then everyone else just sort of coasts off that.
yeah, I mean, somewhat, a little bit. I mean, like, Bill Gates is pretty happy, you know.
Yeah, he's a
Um,
real thinker.
yeah,
He made
but
a lot of money for it. He was rewarded. Not all of us are rewarded for it.
yeah, but like without Melinda Gates, he'd just be probably like sitting in an unpainted room, like, no art on the walls or anything. So,
Oh yeah, my understanding of Melinda Gates is that she's actually quite intelligent herself. So it's more of like within the being extremely intelligent, there are probably other contrasts there. Like you say, like maybe she's more into the aesthetics of things, but it's less like you and me. Not to compare us to like a great romance like Bill and Melinda Gates, but like for us, it's more just like I am like up here and then you're like down here, whereas they're probably more like it's it's less of a contrast.
um, yeah, okay. Can we,
It's
um,
almost like a West Side Story kind of thing, like people who should not be together coming together against all odds, and they have so much difference about them, but they have a shared humanity. That's the important thing.
well, yeah, maybe why don't we wait till we get home to finish this?
Oh, we're
Because
gonna
now
go
it's getting
back,
a little,
come
you
back to
know,
my place, or you want to go to your place, or what do you want to?
why don't we not? Why don't we go to our separate Holmes, and then we'll talk by phone. Um, I mean, I think there are different kinds of smarts. I guess I do want to talk about this a little bit more. I think there are different kinds of smarts. I think what your thing
Smarts?
is,
You mean intelligences?
yeah.
Okay, it's funny that you call them different kinds of smarts. It's like that could be like a cartoon right there, like just a one-panel cartoon of like an idiot saying like, "I have a different kind of smarts." Uh,
Well, I wouldn't
it's
read that.
funny. It's funny. You got a good sense of humor though, even if it's not always intentional.
Mm.
For me, it's like when I make a joke, it's like I know the basic reality and I know what's been altered about it, so I'm able to sort of finally point towards the absurd aspect of it. For you, it's just that floating around, not thinking about things, and then just opening your mouth and something come out, and the rest of us can, if they're the rest of the intelligent people can laugh at it.
Okay, keep your voice down, first of all, please. Um,
Am I embarrassing you? I don't. It's
uh, yeah, a little bit. You keep calling me an idiot.
Well, none of these people. I mean, all these people are here to see the Expendables, so I doubt that there's like a lot of brainiacs amongst them.
All right,
I think
well,
we'll be okay. I think no one will understand what we're talking about. This is, not high level stuff, but it's slightly higher than what they're used to consuming with their
okay.
little mouths, their tiny little mouths sucking at the teat of the intelligentsia.
Well, I mean, we all can't be, some people are good at other things. A lot of these people keep very fit. I keep
No,
very
that's a
fit.
good point. It's like it's one of those like eventually it'll be like one of those like semi-dystopian societies, hopefully a good version of it, but where it's like you'll have the elites up at top, like the real thinkers, and then, as you say, it's really you need to have the lower echelons, the strong and
That's not what I said.
the hard, like doing the machines and like turning the gears and and then the whistle blows and they march back to their giant huts and eventually, I guess we'll get there. We'll
Okay.
get there. We'll get there.
Uh, um, Keith, honestly, sometimes, um,
You're having
you
trouble
know,
finding the words for it. That must be tough.
no, Keith, there are things that I do well, okay? I go to the gym. I really take care of my body.
You
And so I
sure
move
do.
around.
You're extremely attractive.
Thank you. Thank you. But that's one of the things that I do, one of
No,
those things
thank
that I
you.
excel at.
Thank you for doing that for me. I mean,
I,
it's like you're training. You are. It's like I said. It's like a symbiosis or like a parasitic thing where it's like I am hopefully having interactions with your body, and you get to have interactions with my mind. So thank you for taking such good care of your body, just as I take good care of my mind.
yeah, but not your body. In your future, see, that's something you don't do well. In your future, where we're all turning the gears, you're just a head on like a severed head on like a bunch of electronics just floating
Yeah,
around.
probably. But I mean, I guess eventually we'll work out some system where we replace your brains with our brains, and so we have the physical. You'll work, your kind will work their bodies, and we'll get them in like a prime physical specimen. Uh, as to that level, and then we'll take your brains out and put our own brains in there. Probably preserve the bodies in some way. They'll be more cyborg than at that point. It'd be like just for to deal with aging and that sort of thing. But
So that's like your beautiful future is like me, a brainless, piece of sculpture that just moves around, and then you.
well, it's
It's
not far off from how it is today, is it? You're not
um,
brainless. I mean, you have a brain. You have like you're able to take care of basic bodily functions and simulate the so.
you know what? I feel kind of tired right now, so I think I might go home.
Oh, was the movie too kind of a chore for you to process? With all that action, like you said, there's a lot of action.
No, it wasn't a chore. This part is a chore right now.
Oh,
You're
yeah, I'm
being very
sorry.
insensitive.
I can speak more slowly if that would help.
You know what? I'm gonna leave, and thank you very much. I'll
Oh,
just
okay.
tell I'll tell Brian that it wasn't a match.
Oh, a
You,
match like one of those reality shows or something? Is that a game show? Is that?
I tried to give it a shot. Okay, I'm very open-minded. I thought you might have a really
Oh,
good sense of humor, but I just don't feel like, even as compliments, we don't add up to one single person.
okay, I gotta be honest. I'm kind of sensing that too. I'm sorry that it didn't go, and I'm sorry if I offended you. Are you okay getting home? Do you need me to draw a map for you, or because I don't know if you've been in this part of the city before?
You know what? All right. Um,
Oh, well,
you
I'm
have,
stupid. Of course, you probably come to the multiplex all the time. You're probably here every weekend to see whatever the latest blockbuster is.
you know
So,
what? If you're so smart, why didn't you know that a movie with Sylvester Stallone in it was just going to be a dumb action movie? And uh, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Randy Couture and all these fighters and all these action stars. Why didn't you know?
I don't know who any of those people are. I assume they're the actors from the movie we just saw.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I'm sorry if I don't know your little, niche action blockbuster stars. I'm a fan of cinema, so Arnold Schwarzenegger. I must have
Schwarzenegger
misremembered. I thought he
was a
was.
governor.
What's that?
He was a governor,
A governor of what?
California.
Oh, Arnie. That was Arnie.
Yes, that was Arnie.
Oh, that's. Oh, wow. What happened to him? So they had, but so they used like a digital. His voice,
No, that was him. That was him as a person.
but he had such huge muscles in the
Yeah, but he got older.
special effects.
Yeah, maybe. I don't
He's,
know.
oh, well, that's kind of an interesting project. Kind of slum it. Like, if I was an ex-governor, I might want to try something out like that. Like, I've used my brain, and now let me be digitally enhanced into a muscular beast and put into some sort of bottom rung shoot 'em up.
Yeah, well, I hope that happens for you.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna go now. Very nice to meet you, and
It was great to meet you.
I'm sure we'll see each other around. Or
No,
something.
I don't think. I mean, we move in kind of
Yeah.
different.
Okay. Yeah.
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 Good luck. It's that. I think your house is that way. So.
I know where it is. Black.
Blackout. Thank you very much, Bander.
That was so
Uh,
fun. Thanks, man.
I got to play a very, very not nice fellow, which is always fun for me.
I got to play a really nice girl who was trying to make it work, who I feel like I am not, and I never get to play.
Oh,
So
stop! You're a very nice girl who's trying to make
try
it
to make it
work.
work.
Yeah.
I like, yeah, I like got to play the character I'm like most thankful for in the world. So
That's as it
thanks
should
very
be.
much.
Of course, thank you. Is there anything I can plug for you in the video description?
I just got on a UCB team called Characters Welcome, and we do a monthly show at the UCB Theater or at UCB East in the East Village. If you're, check the website and
I'll
other
even put a
than
link to it. They won't even have to go. They can just click the link. They'll go right to the website.
that is so sweet. Other than that, I do musical improv Tuesday nights at the Magnet Theater and Friday nights at the Pit Theater, and yeah, just that's live shows. My online presence is not that great, so don't worry about it.
Well, we just added to your online presence,
Well,
so
thanks very
take,
much, buddy.
taken care of. Thank you very much, and I'll put links to those. Have a good day, John. Take care.
Be well.
Too.